Previously on the Caucus Challenge.
One person might have to do one leg and then one person might have to do like the other or something.
I get paired up with, out of all the people, surprisingly, Ava. Now, I'm not really fond with Ava when it comes to the challenges.
Congratulations to Adrian and Damaris for making the trifecta. We are now going to have Adrian and Damaris pull in a third player. It could be a guy or a girl into the trifecta.
The only two girls that I would save is Janice and Deja because I have respect for them outside of the game.
We decided to bring in Janice because she deserves it since she came in second place.
Alrighty, so the trifecta has been formed. Janice, Damaris, and Adrian are the trifecta. The rest of you are going straight into a house vote.
You come in here saying I'm the weakest link, bitch, that's you. You are the weakest link, absolutely.
Oh!
I kind of knew that me and Easy were automatically gonna be voted in because like we weren't really taking it as serious as everybody else, I guess. Then most of the people started saying Ava.
Ava. Spice it up. Let's like tie it up, you know, a little.
Wow!
Ava and Mike.
Oh!
Easy and Ava.
Oh?
Let's say Easy and Ava.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna say Jess and my husband, Easy.
With Clay having the relic, it obviously threw plans off. But Easy did volunteer himself to go in.
The house has decided to send in Easy and Jess. So you have a couple seconds to ask them questions if you would like.
Honestly, we're trying to get Ava in there too, so if we can get that.
Shut the fuck up, Andrew.
Ooh.
I like that. Let them pick. You're telling them to pick me. Say why.
You're just mad that everybody here literally is against you. You realize you had probably
That's why you got voted out, right?
Because I wanted to go. They all did me a favor.
Out of all the guys there, I think Kendrick or Mike, but I would rather say Kendrick's name than Mike. I'm down to, like I said, I'm down to say Kendrick's name anytime.
Alright.
And for the girls, we're going with Ruth.
Honestly, I didn't really want to say Ruth's name. Ruth and I have connections outside of the house. I've known her for years, and I know she's been vouching for me.
Easy will be going against Kendrick, and Jess will be going against Ava.
Done.
Which means Easy, you have won your first elimination. Kendrick, you have been eliminated.
Done.
Means Jess, you have been eliminated from the Caucus Challenge. Ava, congratulations on your first elimination win. This next round is the last round of the day, and it is called Inner Circle. This will be played individually. The 12 remaining players will go through 1 minute speed round of strategizing publicly. At the countdown, everyone will then point to which individual they want to eliminate from the heat. That individual will then be able to drag any player they want with them. 2 players will be eliminated each heat until there are 4 players remaining, which at that point, the eliminated and dragged players will vote the last person out, forming the trifecta.
Now, we all know how I feel about voting challenges. I do not like them. So when I heard it, I was like, okay, like at least there's an elimination part to it. Like the house just doesn't automatically vote someone out, which made it less concerning, I guess. But I knew that as the numbers dwindle down, our alliances will come into play, and that's when it'll make things harder.
I go with Easy. Those guys. Alright.
Going into this, I kind of figured out before everyone else did that Ava needs to survive the first point in order to not lose the power of the relic.
3, 2, 1, everyone point. So Easy, you've been eliminated. Which person are you dragging with you?
I'm gonna take.
Okay.
I got voted first, and personally, y'all gotta use me first to eliminate. That's okay with me. Go for it. I'm kind of just here to make sure that my friends, at least, win. 2, 1, deliberate.
Oh.
You think me?
The thing is, I don't know who to vote out because you are all my friends, and this is a fucked up situation that we all get pinned against each other.
At the end of the day,
It's okay.
We're all in this
gonna have to
for
go in.
ourselves. I don't think even any of us want to vote anyone out. I think that's how it's going.
Even in order to get rid of the relic, you have to be next.
She's safe. Exactly.
Who's safe? You go, oh.
My strategy with the challenge was, honestly, I knew Ava had the relic and so did Easy. So I wanted them to come in last. I wanted them to be voted out first, but that's not how it played out. And that kind of just is what threw us all off after there.
1.
Ava?
Alright, Ava.
When everyone started pointing fingers, they were gonna go for me because why wouldn't they? People that were there, I've pretty much fought with them all in past seasons, so I figured I wouldn't have much of an alliance on that part.
Oh.
That's crazy.
We really didn't have much time to talk about this voting round, so we kind of were just thrown into it. Everybody voted Ava to go out, and naturally she owed me one, so she brought me with her.
I think it's gotta be play. I think it's gotta be play.
He's the only one not aligned. Oh, it's so.
I mean,
Only one not aligned. There you go.
yeah, he'd honestly playing his own game.
I knew that I was going to be pointed out pretty soon. I actually made it 3 rounds, which to me was pretty good at that point for where I stood in the game. 3, 2, 1, point. Alright, so Clay, who are you taking with you?
At this point, I haven't made it to a trifecta. I was standing there fearful that everyone was gonna point at me, but thank God we have people volunteer to get voted out.
1, deliberate.
Who do you guys want?
I must gotta go.
Obviously, my 3 closest people right there. So.
I low-key wanted to go with Kristen. Only because, like, I did have kind of a better time with Beato, but the votes were kind of going for Beato. So I was like, alright, well, regardless, either Beato or Kristen is going to get taken out. So it's a matter of who we do and then who are they going to drag.
3, 2, 1, point.
I mean, it's gonna be the same fight every time.
Was it Beato?
I gotta go. You don't fuck you guys up. You get you.
I mean, yeah, I started to understand that I was a big challenge for them and I was going to be a stronger competitor towards the end, but, you know, I guess you never know when people are going to stab you in the back.
1 by 1, you will each vote publicly on which one of the 4 between Deja, Adrian, Kristen, and JT. The person you pull will not be in the trifecta. The 3 remaining players will be safe. The pointing kind of showed Beato where he was at and kind of got him to switch over to us a little bit more. I saw that and noticed that and was like, okay, that's definitely something I need to work on and push to kind of hopefully pursue and move him over to our side. So starting with Easy.
I'm gonna vote out Adrian just because I love the view. I love that. I picked Adrian over Kristen just because throughout this game I had more conversations with Kristen and I really fucking like Kristen. What the heck? I love her. So I was kind of rooting for her to win. I didn't really talk to Adrian like that and we didn't agree to be allies.
I'm gonna vote out Deja, just because.
I'm going with Adrian because he was a little fakey fake, throwing me in the elimination, you know what I'm saying?
What? That's news to me.
I'm going to vote for Kristen just because I haven't been working with her this game. We're kind of getting down to just all our friends, and as much as I was vibing with Kristen, I had to vote her in because if it wasn't her coming out, I had to vote JT, Deja, or Adrian, and I am in alliance with them, so like it was really hard, but I had to vote her to come out.
You said Deja.
I ain't mad at you, baby.
I'm gonna go with Adrian because he has the most votes for any chance for Kristen to stay.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna have to say Kristen, just because I can't say Adrian, he saved me. Can't say JT. It's just hard. It's hard. No love you. No love, baby.
When it came down to the final 4, I knew my time would come to have to vote someone out, and it was a hard decision all around. I did not want to say anyone's name, but I had to look at my ties there. JT, not saying his name at all. Adrian just pulled me into a trifecta. I would be stupid to drag him out. And then there's Deja and Kristen. It really just came down to who I worked with before, which is Deja, but saying Kristen's name really was hard for me too because we've been working together since we came in the first trifecta, since we came up in the first trifecta.
This won't mean anything. I want to pick JT.
I like it.
My vote is gonna go for Kristen only because the other 3 people were my people, but still love you.
We have a tie between Adrian and Kristen. So we're gonna re-vote. The options are only Adrian or Kristen. We're gonna start with Damaris this time. Who are you voting and why?
Kristen, I'm not gonna change my vote.
Okay, no, seriously. I guess Kristen.
I like to keep my vote, Kristen.
And Clay?
Adrian.
I'm gonna stick with Kristen.
I'm gonna go with Kristen just because she's another girl that I'm gonna have to end up competing against.
I'll say Adrian.
Adrian.
I'm so sorry.
Kristen, you are not in the trifecta.
They hate to love me, baby. What can I say?
I was actually surprised that I was in like the final four because I had thought that, you know, somebody was gonna start pointing at me sooner or later. And I was like this close to being in my second trifecta as a rookie. And honestly, I really thought that I was gonna get less votes than I did because I had like a lot of people's backs in many different ways. If I was in the trifecta, they weren't going home. Like I was still gonna keep my word and play the same game that I've been playing, which is keeping me and my alliances safe until it came down for all of us to go head to head.
Congratulations to the trifecta.
I finally made it to my first trifecta. I'm excited because now I make the decisions along with the other people in the trifecta, and from here on out it's like smooth sailing. For those that wanted me out though, that not wanted me in the trifecta, for what reason? For what was that? Because it made no sense.
You guys are gonna have a couple minutes to deliberate with the house, or we could go straight to house vote.
It feels great to obviously have 3 trifectas under my belt now. Obviously, you know, I have help around me. I'm not saying I'm doing this by myself.
On the way in, I'm just reminding them, just in case they didn't see it or in case they weren't going to say anything, I just want to remind everybody that Beato and Kristen were at the bottom of their group, the bottom of the alliance. Unfortunately, not everybody is on the same page game-wise with how these things work.
Well, in case you guys didn't hear, me and Beato are at the bottom of our alliance. Just want y'all to know that publicly.
During deliberation, just to be messy, Clay made this comment and basically said that Kristen and Beato were at the bottom of our alliance. Clearly you're just trying to start issues so that you can try to flip someone. That's honestly not how we feel. Like, if we didn't want to work with Kristen, we would have let that be known, and like she would have went in earlier.
Am I safe from this BS?
Yes.
I had the relic. I heard that I was safe. That's all I cared about. You know, next round, here we come.
I don't understand why you're getting mad. I was just like telling you that.
Because that's literally what Lance did to Edarius. And that's what got him to flip in the first place, which got everything to start going all types of sideways.
From the Power Alliance.
I had an alliance with Darius myself. That had nothing to do with any of them. When I came in here, I didn't have an alliance with nobody but Darius. And that's because Darius was the only one that talked to me. So I was the only person I owed anything to. Everybody else, I came in, I did my thing. I was in Trifecta the first time around. Being on here as a rookie for the first time, I did my thing by myself. And nobody was behind me when I did that.
I didn't say that.
I get attacked. Kristen talks about she's done this by herself. She's done all this. She's done this. She was in the first trifecta. My bad, girl. Didn't mean to say it like that. I guess I hurt your feelings. Beato didn't say anything. He was fine. You know, I think he really was starting to kind of see it and really grasp that maybe he should move over to our side or just not be so loyal to that side.
I'm still gonna shine at the end of the day either way, win or lose.
My bad, sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I'm good.
With the 7. And Deja and Damaris and all of them, you're at the top.
What got me like really irked about what Clay said and what made me pretty much pop off was the fact that he wasn't the first one to say it. He was just the one there to actually get the wrath of it now because he said it to my face, which I can respect. He had made a comment that me and Beato are at the bottom of our alliance. Mind you, when I came in here, I had no alliances. I got my first trifecta as a rookie by myself. So for everybody to keep talking about how I'm at the bottom of my alliance, I got as far as I have because of me. I play the game. I'm not flip-flopping. I'm not saying I'm gonna do one thing and doing the next. That's just what it comes down to.
That's all I said was you're at the bottom. So
because y'all have been talking with that since the minute that y'all came to the conclusion that I was in an alliance with them. Was, oh, you're always gonna be at the bottom. You're always gonna be at the bottom. Do I look like I care? Do I look like I care if I'm at the bottom or at the top? Because either way, I'm gonna do me regardless of who has me.
Okay.
Even when they say you're at the bottom when their backs are against the walls, Lance did it.
It's so funny that people come up with their own like ranking systems to tell people they're at the bottom of the totem pole when actually it's just them. Clay's over here telling Beato, telling Kristen, telling everyone that they're at the bottom of the totem pole, and he's the one getting thrown into the eliminations back to back to back.
I'm trying to count the votes and see where they're gonna go. If I vote for Kristen, which I really don't want to do, she's gonna vote for me, vice versa. So I asked Janice real quick, I'm like, listen, let's see how the votes go. If I burn a vote on you, is that okay? And she said, yeah, that's fine. So when it came down to it, I did not have to say Ruth, especially. Did not have to say Kristen, did not have to say Damaris.
All right, this is the house vote. We're gonna start with Easy.
Mike and Ruth.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. I'm sorry, Clay. I have to just keep saying your name because Clay and Ruth. Sorry.
Okay, Clay.
I'm gonna go Mike and Kristen.
All right, Beato, who's your vote?
Mike and Ruth.
Okay. Ava.
I'm gonna go with Clay and Damaris.
Damn, yo.
I'm gonna go with Clay and Janice.
I'm gonna go with Clay and where's the other one? Mike and I were in a pretty hard place and we did not know what to do. So Mike, he had asked me if he could burn a vote on me because he didn't feel as though other people were going to say my name. And I was completely fine with that. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And I was going to burn my vote as well on Damaris because I didn't think people were going to say her name either. So once we were going down the line and people started saying Damaris's name, I was like, I can't burn my vote on her anymore. Like, that wouldn't be a burned vote. Like, she would go into elimination. So all that was left was really Kristen and Ruth. And I had already said Kristen's name during the challenge, and I could not say it again. I know Ruth, and I know she's a good competitor. So I knew she would be able to hold her own, but she also had those ties that I wasn't fond of. So it was kind of like I just had to do what had to be done.
Ruth.
I'm gonna go with Easy and Damaris.
Kristen.
Probably gonna be you right now, just so you know. Probably. So, Clay and Ruth. At the end of the day, coming in as a rookie, I've been watching the Caucus Challenge for 8 years. I know the alliances before I even got here. Obviously, I was going to be at the bottom of the alliance. I'm a rookie. I needed to prove myself, and I feel like regardless this season, I did just that. When I first came in, the only one that talked to me was Agarius, so I had an alliance with him, and he literally screwed me over like twice. He just kept flip-flopping, and he kept letting personal feelings get in the way of the game. And I feel like if you're gonna play a good game, you can't do that. You have to come out here and you have to just be yourself and follow what you're gonna do and just do that.
Which means Clay and Ruth, you two will be going into this elimination round.
Woo! Bring it on, baby.
After the little argument that Kristen had with herself, people have that reason, that excuse to vote for me yet again. Almost everyone voted for me. Everyone voted for my girl Ruth. So me and Ruth are going into elimination. Once I hear my name again, trying to get into that mentality of have to win this, have to try and keep myself in this game.
It is now time for the trifecta to find out who is going into elimination by the house, and then they will make their decision based off of what you guys decided. The house decided to send in Clay for the guys and Ruth for the girls. With that being said, do you have any questions?
Knowing that Ruth and Clay got voted in, I was so sad. I didn't want them to go. I'm just kidding. I was so happy for them to be voted in. Now, the trifecta and I were conflicted as to who to send in against them. We had options, but we wanted to make sure that our options were aware and actually wanted to go in. So we ended up asking the rest of the competitors who wanted to go in.
So Clay, who do you want to like go up against? Oh.
You want to go against Easy.
Against Easy?
I really wanted to go against Easy elimination just because I know that he wasn't as into it as everybody else. Even though he did win that elimination, I just feel like he wasn't really into it as much. You know, I also just felt like it's someone that I had the best chance of beating. I think that everyone else has done more of these. He's a rookie just like me, and so we are seeing everything, you know, for the first time.
What are your beef? Let's hear it.
If he's a shitty human. I'm not, you know I'm not saying nothing.
What happened?
I said, you know I'm not saying anything. So.
You see, there's cameras around.
And I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm just letting you know.
Only
I'm
people
not
that
trying
know
to
already
break out
know.
a character. Okay, cool.
I'm not
cool,
saying
cool.
anything.
Cool. That's all.
Just watch yourself. Like, I'm respectful
Just
of
watch
you.
yourself, that's it. Watch yourself.
Okay, we're not gonna start threatening, because I'm being respectful and I'm not saying
And I'm being respectful,
but you're
and
saying,
I'm being,
but you're
and
saying
I'm
watch
saying it,
yourself.
just watch yourself.
You're saying watch
That's
yourself,
it.
but you're like,
Wait, respectful.
Watch
Just calling a shitty human though.
Yeah, so just watch yourself.
Respectful.
Just watch yourself, that's it.
I'm done.
That's
There's no winning, because if it's one of y'all, it's okay. It's fine, it's okay, but if someone else... As our fight is escalating, I hear the comments from Easy, watch yourself. Where I'm from, if you say watch yourself, you're wanting to fight me. I have been nothing but respectful to you. I have really kept everything out of what you don't want in, and I've really been super respectful. And so for you to freak out on me because I said your name for an elimination, you owe me, you know, the respect to not freak out on me and to calm your friends down, because I've been nothing but respectful to you and done what you wanted me to do. You guys can say whatever you want, and then it's like, if we say one thing, oh, you're being disrespectful.
But has anybody else here name called besides you and Marcy?
If they're offering to give me who I want, then that's all you can ask for. I let them know that I think that I would like to go against Easy, who is literally right next to me. As I'm saying this, we also have Deja, other people jumping in, letting me know that I'm wrong for answering their question. I guess I should have just said, anybody you want, please give me somebody that's on my side. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. I just answered the question they asked.
You called him a shitty human, like on like something that's gonna be
Do you
on
know
like,
anything
YouTube.
about? Do you know anything though?
She doesn't need to, that's
It doesn't matter though, like
It's okay.
Next.
When Clay mentions me to go against an elimination, I said it was corny just because look at me, look at him, I'm skinnier, he's bigger. I know that if it ended up being a physical fight, come on. Already an unfair fight. So I just didn't want to go up against him. I didn't care to. It's not about to happen, because at the end of the day, everyone was against him and wanted to vote him out. So why would my friends decide to put me in a situation where you decided to choose that? I know my friends aren't gonna give you what you want, so I just thought it was corny and funny.
I don't give a fuck. I'm beating anybody's ass you put against me. So.
Ooh, Ruthie. Can Trifecta talk?
Can Trifecta talk?
She ended up asking Ruth and Clay who did they want to go against. Ruth said that she could beat anybody. I think she's strong as shit. Her muscles are pretty solid. Clay wanted to go up against Easy. I was never giving him that. That was never going to happen because it wasn't even for the right reasons.
We're gonna do and Kristen. Yeah, and I don't like these threats. Like, what is with these people? They come in and they swear they could talk to us however way they want.
I don't want to say because Beata wants to play.
I don't know what JT and Adrian were thinking, but I was never giving Clay Easy. I was never giving him that satisfaction. Why? So he could take his personal vendettas out on Easy. Look at Easy and look at Clay. That was not going to happen. I wasn't giving that to him, and I stood on that.
I don't want Easy or threat. Obviously.
You could, no offense, I love you, Easy, but you could beat him in a final. Do you really want to go up against another track star? Come on.
I wanted to throw Easy in because I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. I didn't know what the challenge would be either. So I was like, you know, he's not into it as most people. So I was like, let's just throw him in and just see what happens. But then again, you know, I was also doing that because I didn't want to step on Beato's toes. I really liked Beato. I really wanted to keep him all the way to the final. And it was just, again, it's a really tough decision for me. Deja snapped me out of it, though. This is the first time we really have to cut ties with, like, alliances or people in our alliance in a way.
Trifecta, I'm going to need your decision to send in against Clay. Which guy do you want to send in?
To be honest, after what just happened, I kind of want Clay to go out, so I'm going to say Beato.
I'm gonna only say Beato just because I think he could get Clay out. I think that's our best option. And he's gonna get the run.
I said Beato's name because Clay is a really good competitor, okay? Clay, I know, like, is really strong, smart, fast, and all-around athlete when it comes to the challenge. And I knew that only a strong competitor could get him out. And the best option at this point was Beato. I threw Beato in to just basically make sure that Clay gets out.
Beato. I think he'll be fine.
I understood they wanted me to trim the fat and try and take out Clay. It is what it is. After that, there was definitely like some type of vengeance I was coming for after the alliance. I wasn't too fond of it anymore. I got as far as I could with them, and I was just gonna keep playing nice until I can do what I can do.
I actually like Clay, and we know Beato's my bestie, so when I heard that they were throwing Beato against Clay, I was really upset because I didn't want either of them to go home at that point. Once that everyone started throwing in all my closest friends, that's when I knew that they were probably out to get me next.
Which girl are you sending in and why? And we're gonna start with Adrian.
I'm sending Kristen. Oh my god. Well, the rest of...
You're scared I'm gonna...
You still gotta be Chris. I can't choose Damaris. I can't choose Janice. I would have chose Ava.
I know.
All love.
Yeah.
But
I came in as a rookie and they treated me like I've been in their alliance for 8 years. You know what I mean? Or however many years Janice has been on. That's what it came down to. I felt like one of them when I was playing and it was awesome. I had their back and they had my back. Obviously, when it came down to it, I knew I was going in. If you look around and you see that it's only me, Janice, and Damaris left to go against Ruth, it's gonna be me. Like, that's just what it comes down to. And I was prepared for that. That was fine. I didn't get bitter. I didn't get hurt. At the end of the day, it's a game and we're here to play.
I'm gonna have to go Kristen.
Kristen, I love you, but I mean, at this point, there really isn't anything I could do. But definitely, I don't think that anyone's better. Ruth, they're both skinny, and I was never gonna say Damaris. So just stick to your word and beat them, like how you said.
After everything settles down, the trifecta goes and talks. They come back and they put in Beato. This sucks for me because I really thought I was about to start working with him, and now one of us is leaving for sure. They also put in Kristen. So Beato and Kristen, which I literally just told they were at the bottom of the alliance, are now being put into elimination by their alliance. Just goes to prove I know what I'm talking about. You should listen to me instead of fighting with me.
Listen, for people saying that Kristen was at the bottom of my alliance, half true. Kristen's a rookie. And I've been saying this since the first day here. Rookies need to earn their stripes. So at some point, we're all going to have to go in. But fortunately, the rookies go in first. We respect Kristen. I respect Kristen. She stands up for us. She will go in. And if she loses, she has a high head about it. And she's not mad. She's not taking it personal. And I give her that.
Alright guys, welcome to this elimination round. Today, it'll be Ruth versus Kristen and Clay versus Beato. You guys will be playing What's Mine is Yours. This elimination is physical, and the way it works is you guys will be given a rope in the center of the field. You guys will both be holding onto that rope. You must not let go of that rope and drag the other person to the other side of the field, claiming that what's theirs is yours.
Not gonna lie, these shoes don't have the best grip. We're gonna see how this goes. The rope's a little small. A couple people threw me up into elimination. I wasn't expecting it, but same thing that happened with Damaris. We're trying to get out the weeds, and if I gotta do what I gotta do, I'm gonna get in there and try and get it done.
I'm in elimination again. I'm gonna try my best to win. Game's gonna keep going the way it is, but I'm gonna try to stay as long as I can. We get told it's gonna be kind of like a tug of war. I see Beato, I feel like it's gonna be a fair game. I mean, I could definitely lose this one, and I'm starting to get nervous. I'm expecting a huge rope to come out that we're gonna have to pull each other on. And I see a dog toy that we have to fight over. It's literally this big, and we are gonna be pulling each other this close to each other.
1, go! All right, Clay got 1 point.
First round goes, Beato actually falls down. When he falls down, I just drag him the rest of the way. I feel a little bit more confident. It was a pretty easy win on that first round, so I'm ready for round 2.
Beato, you need this point to stay in the game. Clay, if you get this point, you win. Are you ready? Get set, go! Which means, Beato, you've been eliminated from the Caucus challenge. Clay, you have won your second elimination.
I won another elimination. I'm super stoked. Going to it, I was a little bit clouded head, so I was super excited to win. I just won another elimination pretty easily. I will say, bitches better be scared. I'm coming for blood. It's me by myself, coming for a whole house. What they just put in, the best person they thought they had, took them out. I'm coming for all of you. I'm coming for blood. I'm hoping to break an arm.
The only reason I lost, what grip? It is what it is. Maybe I've had some cleats, could have got a little better leverage, but it is what it is. Congrats to Clay. Obviously he's not going to get too much further in this game, but see how it goes. Good luck with the rest of them. Thank you.
It sucked, you know. They definitely thought I could get through the challenge and get out Clay, but obviously the tables turned. Good for Clay, hell of a competitor, but you know, there's always next season, and who knows.
Pretty much I have no allies in the house. I don't trust nobody, but I came here on my own. I'm gonna make it to the final on my own, and I'm more annoyed than nervous. I'm not a nervous person. I'm here to perform. It is what it is. I told them whoever they put me up against, just know that person knocked me back.
I'm excited to be in my first elimination. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I mean, I'm not mad. I see why they did it. I kind of already knew. Like, when I voted Ruth, I looked over and I told her, like, yeah, it's going to be me and you. Like I said, I'm not really nervous. It is what it is. If I do get eliminated, I know that I at least made it this far, and I'm going to continue to talk about it because I was still a rookie on my first season and I was in the first Trifecta. And I did it by myself. Thank you very much, without an alliance. So, all y'all that keep talking all that, y'all can suck me.
3, 2, 1, go. All right, Ruth got 1 point.
Going into my first elimination, I wasn't that nervous. I was actually very excited. I thought it was just tug of war. I'm thinking a long rope, like, yeah, I'll wrap it around my waist and just pull. Like, just pull until I can't pull no more. Wasn't the case. It was like a little dog toy.
Kristen, you need this point to stay in the game. If Ruth scores, she is moving back into the house. On your mark, get set, go.
During this elimination, I'm like trying as hard as I can. I'm ripping it as hard as I can. I'm putting all of my body weight on this floor. And it just wasn't working out.
And Ruth scores, which means Ruth, you have won your first elimination. Kristen, you have been eliminated.
Either way, you know, if I won the elimination, I earned a stripe, and if I didn't, I still went out with a bang at the end of the day, because for my first season as a rookie, I wouldn't do anything any other way. I think I played a good, honest, fair game, and I gave it my all at the end of the day, so that's really all that matters.
I win, like I told y'all I would. Whoever y'all put up against me next, y'all all going down one by one. Every single one of y'all got a target in your back. Just know that.
Ruth is a great competitor, definitely. You know, it is what it is. I'm rooting for Mike and Deja, maybe. Deja's my girl. Gotta love her always. Janice too. That's about it. I'm out of breath.
Come on out, guys!
We throw in Beato and Kristen. I love Kristen. You know, shout out to all the moms out there who are really, you know, thriving. And she's one of them. She's playing a smart, amazing, clean game. You know, she's being real with everyone, and she's a competitor. Best case scenario, you know, Kristen and Beato come back.
Ruth and Clay come back. I'm super excited, but I know they're pissed at me. Ruth, I haven't said her name, so I know she's just upset because I'm in the alliance. I'm sure Clay's mad at me too because I voted him in every single time, but unfortunately, like, it's a game and it's either them or me at the end, and everybody would pick themselves.
I respect that. That's a great win.
Whoever it was.
Ruth, I give it to her. She said what she was gonna do. She beat Kristen. She came back. Kudos to her. She won her first elimination in her first challenge. Very hard to do. So I give it to her.
I like that. Was it physical?
This is the worst case scenario, and guess who comes back? Clay and Ruth.
What was it? Tug of war.
Oh. Me and Ruth are going back together, which is not what they want. They wanted Beato to be me, and they wanted Kristen to be Ruth. Of course, once we get there, all the questions start flying. People are asking us what it was, how it went, how did we do. I'm staying really quiet. All I have to say is I get shit done.
Seeing Kristen and Beato be eliminated was a little sad. Kristen, she's a strong competitor. I really wanted to see her come back into this game. Kristen, my girl, I really hope to see you back in this game next season, whether it's the Caucus Challenge or TOWL. Beato, you already know what it is. You are a pretty hefty competitor. You got the speed. you're actually really good at some puzzles. So I want to see you back again, and hopefully next time the both of you could be the new challenge champions.
Still did the thing, baby. Still did the thing. Didn't go down without a fight. That's all that matters.
I was there.
My experience with Dre Media on the challenge was thrilling, exciting. Obviously, there was some drama, but overall, I had a great time. I feel like I played my heart out to the fullest. I'm rooting for my alliance, especially Deja and Janice. They're my girls. I feel like they've had my back to the fullest extent that they could on the challenge. I will definitely be back. This is not the first and the last that you've seen from me, and I will be coming back 1,000 times harder and stronger. And I can't wait.
I think Kristen really proved herself this season. She came in this game and I think she really fought for herself, and I think she fought to make a mark, and that's exactly what she did. It doesn't matter if she was a rookie, it doesn't matter if we all had each other's backs. At the end of the day, she played a good game and she proved herself, and whether or not as rookies we were on the bottom of the line, I know that Kristen did everything she could to prove herself, and that's exactly what she did.
I was so sad to see Kristen go. She is an amazing person. She really proved herself. She's someone I love to work with, so I really hope she decides to return, and we'll see what can come from that.
Congratulations on making it this far. You are almost at the end. Give yourselves a round of applause. That's all for today. Congratulations once again to Ruth and Clay. More of the game. More on the game will be told tomorrow. Expect the unexpected, because shit's about to get changed up.
Clay is like a cat with 9 lives. Like, the boy just doesn't go away. I don't know what it's going to take for him to get sent home, but it's either going to have to be JT sending him home, or I don't know, it's going to have to be JT sending him home.
Next on the Caucus Challenge. Easy has dropped from the competition, so I'm gonna need you to come on out.
Last season, when someone wasn't coming back the next day, that was it. Like, they're out of the competition. There was nobody replacing them, so I wasn't expecting to see anybody else.
What you guys are playing is called Trivia Trap. Clay, what state is known as the Sunshine State?
Immediately, I freak out. I narrow it down to 2 options. It's either California or Florida. As long as this goes the way I want, I can end up being safe.